Hey, what's going on, guys? So in this video, I'll be talking about building good habits and getting rid of bad habits. So let me start from just like what I do, what kind of habits I've built already. So I work out every day, I take cold showers every morning, I meditate and go to sauna every morning. And I eat healthy, I read audiobooks, I listen to podcasts, I drink lemon water, something new actually, something recently I started implementing, and walk around the neighborhood, and meditation, journaling, and thinking positively, and taking multivitamins, taking care of my diet well, and meal prepping at home. So all these habits have been developed. It takes a while. I feel like a lot of people would want to eat and be healthy and have these healthy habits. And I know how hard it is. And I think it starts from just getting rid of bad habits and also make sure you have good people around you. You have to take care of your surroundings, because if you think of like just hanging out with your friends, if you have very bad influence, bad friends, I've made a video about how five closest friends of you will kind of, you're the average of five friends you hang out with, and this comes down to habit building as well, because your best friends would be, for example, for me, I used to have a friend, Piotrek, in Poland, and he used to play a lot of video games, and he would just ask me to play with him League of Legends. And I just like in the beginning, I was just looking at him playing video games, and then it was very similar to Dota, which is a very similar game. And I was just watching in the beginning because I was bored. I didn't have anything else to do. It was like I was 18, so I didn't know any better at 19. So, and then I started playing it, and then I started learning it. I played with him a lot of the times, and we became like we played together every day, and I got good at it actually. And you see, like I started building the habit of playing video games with him every day, and now it took me a very long time to get rid of the habit. Now actually I don't play any video games, but it just shows how easy it is to develop a habit, if even if it's good or bad, depending on what you want to accomplish in your life. But I would definitely try to get rid of the bad habits. And also another thing would be like drinking alcohol, going out with friends that would just drink a lot of alcohol every weekend. That becomes a norm, and then sometimes environment would dictate of like how often do you drink. Let's say if I worked in a sushi restaurant, I would drink a lot more because I would just be tired, physically tired. The environment is set up, everyone else is drinking around me, also there's loud music and I'm tired, and there's a bar right next to me and all my friends are drinking, so I would just drink a lot more often when I'm doing sushi catering jobs, or just a job similar to it. And my coworkers would just invite me to go out after work and drink even more, and I would just unfortunately give in to that vice. So it's just about like controlling your environment and making sure you have good people around you, and good environments. So like in the office, in my office jobs, I usually don't have any cravings. I don't have the environment is set, so I don't have to drink. I don't drink on weekdays, for example, mostly, unless I'm invited to some kind of party after work with those friends that are kind of drinker or a little bit more they like to drink. And then also another thing is like smoking cigarettes, for example. I don't usually smoke cigarettes when I'm sober, but when I get some alcohol in me, I feel like it's kind of stacking the bad habits together. It kind of feels even better for some reason, and you get maybe better high or higher high, I guess. Dopamine levels are going high, skyrocketing. So maybe that's another thing. It's like same thing you can think of like good habits, how you can stack good habits. As I mentioned earlier, I would have this morning routine. In the morning, I would just go to the gym. First thing in the morning, I would have my multivitamins, and then I would drink my protein shake, pre-workout amino energy, and then I would go to the gym, workout, stretch, and then I would go to take a shower, and then it would be cold shower with sauna and meditation in the sauna, and then I would stretch more, do more push-ups, go to work, and then I would meditate more at work, and then you see how it all stacks up together. So like a morning routine, a good morning routine would be amazing to have it, instead of just like waking up and scrolling through your phone for like an hour before you go to work. It's not really productive. You're not really aware of your productivity is going to be lower, I think. And with my morning routines, I was able to work more productively and be aware of the just everything more. Like I'm more aware, I'm more awake that way. So I read a couple of books actually about habit forming. One of the books was The Power of Habit. I recommend that book. Also, Atomic Habits. Also, The Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. And many more. I developed this habit of just like listening to podcasts where it comes to productive podcasts, or like educational podcasts, or audiobooks, like YouTube videos that you're listening to right now. These type of like development and self-development books, or YouTube videos, or productivity hacks, or how to just be more productive and achieve more amazing things in your life. I think it's very different from just like regular YouTube videos. I hope you're enjoying it. Make sure you like it. Make sure you share it, and subscribe to my channel. But I think it's different when you just watch like brain dead, just random YouTube videos that don't teach you anything, and then you're getting a dopamine hit, and it's like, yeah, it's enjoyable for short term, but like, are you really learning a lot from it? No, I don't think so, right? So I think anyone should just listen to these type of YouTube videos or podcasts where you can actually learn a lot of things, just listening to people that have done amazing things, or if they like learn something and they want to share it with you. I think that's very important, a good habit to have for sure. And now, how do you actually build the habit? Is by like you have to start slowly, right? Getting rid of bad habits and getting a good habit. So I mentioned earlier about the environment, controlling your environment. So you should hang out with people that are more like you, people that are driven, people that are trying to work out, maybe have a gym partner. Make sure you have better quality friends where they maybe meditate every day, or they're on self-improvement, self-development like me, and hopefully you as well. And just talk about good stuff, like about what you've learned, what you're gonna do this week, more productive work, and just talk about your achievements, what are your dreams. I feel like a lot of people nowadays, they don't talk to each other about like what they are going to accomplish, what they've produced this week. I feel like a lot of people just don't talk about that, and instead they just talk about like a small talk, or just talk about politics, or just talk about nonsense, like awesome TV, Netflix series that doesn't make any sense, or gossiping about other stuff. I think we should just talk about. Luckily, I have a friend, Zamri. So like he's like my friend that I talk to a lot, and we always talk about what we've learned. We inspire each other, and support each other, and share good positive vibes that also help each other to become a better person. So I think those are things that I did, what I've learned about building habits. Also, another thing is like triggers. So you want to have some kind of positive triggers. So what I do is like I control my environment. For example, when it comes to multivitamins, drinking it every day, it's like sometimes I forget about it, right? So what I do is like I put it closer, and then this is what I've learned from these books. Like you gotta have triggers, so you're gonna forget about it sometimes, right? So what you wanna do is like I put that closer to whatever I'm doing in the morning. Wake up, and then let's say the door, I wanna put it like in a visible spot where I can see it, and then I'm like, oh, the trigger kicks in. I'm like, oh, I should drink that. So I put it in a strategic location where it reminds me that I should do that. And also another thing, I at the beginning, especially while building the habit, I was putting my pre-workout next to my bed, and then next to my alarm clock, with my clothes, gym clothes, right next to the alarm clock as well. So then first thing in the morning, I wake up at like 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, the alarm clock kicks in, and then there's this, I turn it off, and then there's immediately right next to it gym clothes and pre-workout. So I would just drink the pre-workout, put my gym clothes on, and then I'll just go to the gym immediately. So that way you don't give yourself an excuse, and you just have these triggers immediately, just going and doing the stuff, and then you start slowly building the routine, or stack the good habits together, as I mentioned earlier. So first you gotta start from the difficult one like that, and you have to gradually get to the next level where I am right now. I hope some of you guys are there as well. All these benefits are just like amazing. You're gonna feel amazing if you can do all of these things every day, and the consistency is very important, right? So some of the bad habits that I've developed, I mentioned about the video games. I also was watching porn and masturbating when I was a kid, and then it was very difficult to stop it. Actually, I don't think a lot of people talk about it, but it's very uncomfortable to actually talk about it. That's why it's kind of like a little bit taboo, and a lot of people don't like to talk about it because it's weird, right? But I think it's very important. Like, it's a pandemic. It's a crazy thing, like how many people are watching porn and masturbating and just don't do. It's very unhealthy, and it's very bad for your mind. You have to be careful with that, and then I actually was able to overcome that. I already made a video about that, so you can watch it. Also, I used to watch just a whole bunch of like TV series on Netflix, or just scrolling a lot of like down from like social media feeds, or Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Watched a lot of like nonsense YouTube videos back in the days, and then I stopped reducing it now, so it's good. I overcame a lot of these bad habits. I used to play a lot of video games. Sometimes I used to play like 12 hours a day every day, but that was a very long time ago. So yeah, also I used to go out and drink a lot. It was like very, very bad thing to do when I was like a long time ago. But now I just go out very rarely, just once in a while, maybe like once a week, maybe if that, or like once a month, if that. So just like I hang out with like toxic friends, or just like bad influence friends less. I do still hang out with them because we should always be very social, but I just reduce the time we hang out, so I don't have to drink a lot, because like by myself I wouldn't want to drink, right? Or smoke, or waste my money on just going to the bar and clubs, and you know just going out and wasting energy too, right? So bad habits, you have to, like, I think not everybody would just have like bad habit. Why? How is it developed, right? Usually it's because you're bored, and then you think of like all the good habits. Like, you can replace the bad ones with the good ones slowly, and then you just try to control your environment. So this is what I've learned about habit building. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like the video, make sure you share it with your friends. If it was helpful for you, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Write some things in the comment. I'm very active there. All right, so see you in the next video. Bye.